Hey, I'm Chris Zeigler, the director of Basic, and I hope you have been enjoying these Tuesday Talks. We've got another one for you today. And if you've been enjoying these, feel free to subscribe to our channel or comment in the video below. We'd love to just interact with you that way. But I want to talk to you about something today. I was thinking back to a couple years ago when we had some friends over for dinner and we were sitting around talking, and they had just recently graduated college and they were trying to decide what to do with their lives, and they were really like stressing out about it and just struggling with, how do I make decisions in this season of my life? And we talked that through with them and had some great conversation. Then they headed home, and I was thinking about that night, and it was actually that conversation that inspired me to write my book. I wrote this book called What's Next? Navigating Life After College. And the main thought of that book I want to share with you right now. It's this secret that I shared with them that night, and it's just this. If you don't have everything figured out in your life, it's okay. It's actually okay. Not only is it okay, it probably means that you're actually doing something right. And here's the reason why. Because life isn't supposed to be a paint by number. We get so caught up in thinking that we have to fill in all the right things and do all the right things, but that's not actually how life is supposed to be lived. Life is meant to be lived in a way where we constantly are learning more about who God is, who we are, and how He's made us to be. And your time in college and in your 20s should be a time of exploration. It should be a time of learning more about yourself. But instead, too often we get so worried, feeling like if we make the wrong decisions, we'll mess up our whole lives. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some types of decisions you can make that will mess up your life, ones that land you in jail, right? But for the most part, that's just not the case. That's just not how life works. I used to hate playing chess. And I know that this is going to be kind of a nerdy reference for us here, but I used to hate playing chess because I would stress over what was the best move to make every single time. And then I learned a little bit more about how chess works. Did you know that after the second pair of moves in a game of chess, there are over 197,000 different ways that the game can go? And by the completion of the third set of moves, there's 121 million possibilities that exist for how the game could play out. It's just amazing. And life is like chess. It can feel intimidating to make the first move. But the good news is that if you make a mistake, there are an unlimited number of ways that you can fix it. And so I want to encourage you to trust that God is in control, that no matter what types of mistakes you make, God has ways that He can fix the problems in your life, and that He can help you rebound and recover and see progress and success in your life. In Psalm 139:16, David wrote, "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." One of the great paradoxes of life is that we have the freedom to make our own choices, and yet God knows which ones we will make before we choose. Isn't that amazing to think about? Nothing we do is going to catch God off guard. He knows exactly what choices we're going to make, good or bad. He knows what failures you're going to have. He knows what mistakes you're going to make. He knows what successes you're going to have. And so He's going to be taking care of you. You can trust Him. So I want to encourage you to relax, let the pressure you've been putting on yourself go, and step out in faith. Start making some moves and let God take care of the rest. Don't get so caught up thinking that you have to figure out God's perfect will for your life that you don't move forward at all. Don't let yourself be paralyzed by fear. Step out in faith and see how God meets you in that. He's got you, and He knows what He has for you. And this season of your life can be awesome if you just look to learn, grow, and succeed in Him. Thanks so much for tuning into these Tuesday Talks. I hope that encourages you today. Have a great day.